And these are the latest figures in terms of the COVID tally in the country. It has breached the 2.5 lakh mark. 2,64,202 new COVID cases which have been recorded in the last 24 hours. COVID cases are on an upward trend in the country. Major metro cities continue to report the highest spikes. Delhi is the worst hit metro as its daily case count rose to more than 28,000 in the last 24 hours, with the positivity rate climbing again close to 30% in Delhi. 31 COVID-linked deaths have also been reported in Delhi in the last 24 hours. Bengaluru witnessed a jump as well as cases went up from over 15,000 to 18,374 in a day's time. Mumbai registered a marginal dip in numbers. Daily cases came down from over 16,000 to 13,702 in a day. However, Maharashtra continues to be the worst hit state with 46,406 new cases. So there you have it. The figures on your screen clearly show you the situation in the four metro cities. Delhi, Mumbai, Bengaluru, Chennai, these are the biggest concerns at the moment, with Delhi, of course, majorly ahead of the other cities there. Mumbai, of course, has shown a marginal dip, but then it's been a seesaw journey for Mumbai. After days of dipping, it did show a bit of a spike the other day. There you have the graph on your screens there, Mumbai COVID figures. But there's a marginal dip which was again recorded yesterday. But some experts, of course, believe curve is flattening in Mumbai, but there are others who are still advising caution. Let me go across to the reporters from two cities which have in fact seen a jump in COVID cases. First, Alok from Delhi and Neha from Bengaluru. Alok, coming to you first. Delhi has been the biggest concern and the numbers don't seem to be dipping at all. While on the one hand, the health minister is of course saying, making statements like numbers have stabilized, hospitalization stabilizing. But if we look at the numbers as a whole, it's just on an upward journey.
In fact, if you see, the number of deaths have also been increased in comparison to last month. In fact, in last month, only 9 deaths were reported, but this month, as of now, more than 150 deaths have been reported, and definitely it's a cause of concern, although government is saying it's a comorbid patients, those who are died, or those who are having only first dose or non-vaccinated. So as of now, not only the deaths, if you see the numbers have crossed up to 28,800. And it has breached the record of the second COVID wave. In fact, the peak of the second COVID wave in the national capital, the cases had reached up to 28,400. And this time it has already breached and reached up to 28,800 figure. So the number of cases are again going high and and rising. But the good part is that the patients who are getting COVID, they are very less severe, or they are not at all severe. They are all under home isolation. Out of those 30,000 beds which are being set up by the government, only 2,500 are occupied, and around 150 are on the oxygen support. So this is what the satisfactory part. But definitely the number of cases is still going up in the national capital.
Right, Alok, stay with us. We also have Neha Hebale joining us. Even in Bengaluru, Neha, we have seen that it was 15,000, a little over 15,000 the other day, but it went up to over 18,000. We've seen Bengaluru civic body now revising certain COVID SOPs, especially with regard to containment zones.
Well, it's absolutely right, Sharma. Let's tell you that even today, Bengaluru city is in fact, the biggest contributor to cases in the state of Karnataka. Out of almost 25,000 cases that have been reported in Karnataka, 18,000 alone are from Bengaluru city. And this is a concerning number because it was only about a week back that Bengaluru was in fact, seeing just 4-digit numbers, and now we're actually seeing it crossing, and even going up to close to 20,000. Let's tell you that, yes, the civic body in the city has revised SOPs right now, and a huge contributor right now, of the cases, Tanuma, as per experts and as per the health department, is going to be from districts like Mandya and districts like Ramnagar, where the Congress Padayatra was underway just a few days back. So yes, rightly said, it is a cause of concern right now that cases are increasing in such a huge number. And even yesterday at the meeting of, virtual meeting of the Prime Minister and the Chief Minister, what Karnataka in fact was asked to focus on was ramping up the oxygen and ramping up the beds. And this is precisely what even Chief Minister Basudhara Bommai had requested for funds, in fact, from the Prime Minister to sort of ramp up this infrastructure. So we really have to wait and see as to what measures are put in place further now to ensure that Bengaluru city, which has become, the point of concern over here, is contained.
And Neha, thank you so much for joining us on that. We also have Shweta, who is, in fact, reporting on the Mumbai situation. Now, Mumbai has, of course, been a bit of a different, a metro compared to the kind of COVID spike we've seen in Mumbai. Mumbai has always been the most concerning city in terms of density of population, and that becomes a challenge for authorities as well. But over this week, if we just go by the figures in this week, we can see that Mumbai has seen a dip after 4 days of high figure, for 4 days, in fact, that there was a dip in numbers, but then it spiked again on Thursday, and yesterday again the numbers came down. Let me go across to my colleague Shweta for more on this. Shweta, what exactly are the experts and civic authorities saying as of now? Do they feel that the numbers are in fact on a decline in Mumbai, or is it too early to say that?
Well, if we go by the BMC data, first it will be a sigh of relief to see that the marginal dip which has Mumbai witnessed, that's from 13,000 cases we have come. And earlier it used to be 20,000 cases, but yes, of course, you have said it right, that it is too early to say that, as the positivity rate in Mumbai has been increasing day by day. So here, when it comes to the number of cases which are being reported, are also a major factor of the testing which has been done. So if we see there is increase in testing, the numbers of COVID cases also increases. That's equally important on that note. But yes, as per experts, as per health experts and COVID experts, what we are fetching to know is also that in the coming days ahead, Mumbai can also witness spike in positivity rate what we are seeing as of now. But now, as there are many cases which are going unreported due to spike in home testing COVID kits, this is the, in fact, major concern of BMC chief and Mumbai mayor. They have been time and again saying that, yes, there are people not really coming out to get tested, and those who are getting tested at home are, very, very uncertain to find these people out. But at the same time, it has been made, very important point which have been laid down by the civic authorities, that the societies, the family, everyone has to get tested so that the cases can come out and they can be cured soon. But yes, talking about the COVID figures, from 20,000 we have come to 13,000, but not really sure that is this a kind of good news for Mumbaikas, as there are many hidden dangers which can be behind the screen, which includes the high positivity rate, and also that depends on the people, those who are unvaccinated are getting more contracted to COVID and Omicron these days. Well, this is what we have learned from our sources.
Right. Shweta, thank you so much for joining us with that update.